In a couple of days, Haunted Mansion Holiday will open its doors to guests willing to see how Jack Skellington has wrecked the halls of this haunted estate. We have previously discussed its history, the unmade Nightmare Before Christmas attraction, and other holiday overlays for the mansion. Right here in America, only one haunted mansion is visited by Jack, while the Hudson River property is left alone. Imagineers had created a holiday version for Florida, but since visitors there wanted the classic mansion year-round, its twin sister got visited by Jack instead. With Tokyo's mansion being bigger, what are the main differences between the two existing Haunted Mansion holiday attractions? Let's find out here in Stories from the Mansion. We are only 16 subscribers away from 999 happy haunts. My offer still stands. If we get 1,000 or more subscribers by today at midnight, I will make a thorough ghost host video. Now let's get inside the mansion, shall we? Number 1. Exterior. Both mansions are different and therefore Jack accommodates decorations to those differences. A pumpkin tree and some other pumpkin creatures can be found at Tokyo's Q, while Disneyland only has a Halloween Town scarecrow and some pumpkins scattered around the graveyard. Number 2. Foyer. Disneyland has a series of strange garlands, while Tokyo's has a portrait of Jack Skellington itself, who changes slowly as the ghost host tells us a tale about dear Sandy Claus. Number 3. The Stretching Room. The stained glass scenes are identical, but when the thunder reveals the mansion's tower, at Tokyo you see the gigantic face of Jack Skellington, while at Disneyland a few stained glass breaks, revealing Jack and Zero living gifts at the attic, and showing the ghost host's corpse is still hanging out with them. Number 4. Changing portraits. At Tokyo, you come out of a stretching room and into the loading area, where only garlands and lights decorate the halls. Disneyland, on the other hand, has much more to show. At Disneyland, when you come out, you find several portraits that change as Zero flies through them. The paintings are all about Jack Skellington, Sally, and the mixture of Halloween and Christmas. Outside the windows, you may also find the Halloween Town musicians playing the ambience music you hear. Even Aunt Lucretia is decorated with some lights. Number 5. The loading area. While Tokyo only has a couple of lights and pumpkins here and there, California's loading area has an amazing series of cutouts illuminated with black lights, creating a gigantic postcard of Nightmare Before Christmas characters, wishing you a scary Christmas or a Merry Christmas? You tell me. Number 6. Downstairs balcony. This scene is inexistent at Disneyland, but at Tokyo it's the first real encounter with Jack Skellington and Sally. It's interesting to note Disneyland did not have a full, life-size Sally until a few years ago, while Tokyo already had her here. Number 7. Sinister 11 Hallway. Another scene missing from Disneyland, the hallway that regularly has 11 sinister portraits, changes the characters in them for inhabitants of Halloween Town, posing in a similar way to the portraits they substitute. The portraits have ribbons which show they are a delightfully scary present from Jack. Number 8. The Library. In this scene, inexistent at California, Zero decorates a Christmas tree made of levitating books. Though California has no doom buggies going through a library scene, there is a library at California's mansion, only someplace else we'll see later. Number 9. The Music Room. In this scene, we can see how Sally enjoys a deranged harpsichord orchestra, played by the vampire's teddy bear. This is the second time we see Sally at Tokyo, while at Disneyland, we'll have to wait more to see a life-size figure of her. Number 10. The Stairs. At California, you'll find a series of gifts with the vampire's teddy bear holding a line that has a spider at the end of it. While at Tokyo, the stairs show a series of insects in a cage, and these insects are trembling while a shadow of Oogie Boogie morphs into a Christmas tree. Number 11. The Seance Circle. At California, the Seance Circle remains windowless with Madame Leota floating and surrounded by ornaments that make her look like a Christmas sphere. At Tokyo, a window appears behind her, showing Lock, Shock, and Barrel spying on her from the outside. At Disneyland, a possessed nutcracker opens its mouth, while at Tokyo, a group of candles substitutes the haunted toy. Number 12. The Ballroom. The gingerbread house has changed since year one at the mansion, and it has been made with authentic gingerbread, filling the room with a Christmas scent. At Tokyo, though, the cake remains the same. The Christmas tree at Disneyland is surrounded by a ghost train, while at Tokyo, Zero is crowning the treetop. At the balcony in Disneyland, we can see Zero on the library, decorating a tree of levitating books just as in Tokyo. This proves that the New Orleans house also has got a library. At Tokyo, we see Jack giving Sally a present in the room at the balcony. Number 13. The Attic. Almost identical, California's got a portrait of Jack substituting that of Constance and George, while at the last balcony, the Hatbox Ghost has some ornaments in his hat and has some other holiday hats on top of his hat boxes. Tokyo has none of those too, with the rest being almost identical. Number 14. The Graveyard. Almost identical, the only difference is that at California, this is the first and only time we find a life-size figure of Sally. She looks happily at all the great work Jack has put in the mansion, and has a basket with food similar to those of the movie, while she leans on a tombstone. Number 14. The Crypt. At Disneyland, at the exit crypt, you find Oogie Boogie spinning a wheel to see which secret surprise you will leave the mansion with. At Tokyo, you find Lock, Shock, and Barrel mischievously hiding inside some presents, laughing as you pass by. At Tokyo, either Lock, Shock, or Barrel join you at your doom buggy, while at Disneyland, a ghostly present gets inside your doom buggy, while Lock, Shock, or Barrel shoot some air at you. So, what do I enjoy the most of Tokyo? The fact that you can see Jack and Sally more than once, the Sinister 11 portraits, and having Lock, Shock, and Barrel join you at the doom buggy. But what do I enjoy the most of California? Coming face to face with Oogie Boogie, the scary Christmas characters at the loading area, and the great scene at the stretching room, and of course a more lively ballroom with a ghost train and ghost toys and Zero doing the levitating books, and also more lights, and of course an ever-changing gingerbread house. But what do you think? Which house celebrates holidays the best? Let me read you in the comment section. This has been all for now. Rest in peace, and I'll see you all a little later.